According to what they submitted on their COA audit, on their annual audit report, there was cash advances granted to 14 employees of the PGC in the total amount of 320,806,000. I would like to ask Mr. Chair, first, what were the sources of these cash advances?
Good morning po, Your Honors. With regards po doon sa yung question raised, or hindi po ako very sure kung ma-recall ko po yung mga ano, pero in as far kasi as the budget office is concerned, we determine po yung part ng existence of appropriation.
Mr.
As
Chair,
far as yung disbursement po.
Mr. Chair, that is not answering my question. I'm asking for the source of the fund.
Various po yun galing po sa 2022 budget.
And
Are you sure of that?
Yes po.
Remember, you're under oath. We
Yes.
will ask the COA.
Yes po.
Okay, please proceed.
so it is safe to assume the variety of these funds are considered public funds, Mr. Chair. Am I correct?
Okay, sagot.
Yes po, Your Honor.
For issuances of cash advances using public funds, was there any pertinent ordinance given to allow such release of these cash advances, Mr. Chair?
Okay, sagot po.
Honor, there is an appropriate ordinance po doon sa yung mga na-process po.
Doon sa 320 million?
Opo.
Hindi mo nga matanda kanina. Yung 320 million, ngayon sabihin mo na, remember, you're under oath.
I'm sorry po, Your Honor. Yung appropriation ordinance po nasa annual budget po yun, covered doon.
Mr. Chair, was this included in their submissions to prove?
Hindi pa po.
May we ask, Mr. Chair, if they can submit the proof that there was such ordinance to release such public funds via cash advances to the PGC?
You're directed to submit the documents being requested by to this chair and this
Vice
committee. The requested documents by Congressman Migs Nograles.
Mr. Chair, some interjection lang po. The question po ni Kong Migs when it comes to ordinances, the Vice Governor is present here, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, if the Vice Governor can answer, if you will allow.
Vice Governor, please proceed.
Opo. When it comes to varieties, being the presiding officer of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Mr. Chair, I think the budget officer is confused because among the questions that were asked, there were no appropriation ordinance. I know that the appropriation ordinance that existed during 2022 were the no town left behind and no barangay left behind. As a matter of fact, the pandemic assistance that they gave amounting to 1,000 pesos, we had it, it was overridden, Mr. Chair, in the Sangguniang Panlalawigan by majority of the members of, because of the line veto of the governor. But still, the executive released the pandemic assistance of 1,000 per individual.
So without Mr. Chair, I will reiterate to the budget officer, is there an ordinance particularly towards releasing of that cash advance, which they stated, and he remembered on the 320,806,000, Mr. Chair?
Budget officer, please answer.
Yes, sir. In as far as existence of appropriation, it's included in the appropriation ordinance. If you would refer it po, there is already an audit made by the COA.
Mr. Chair, he's being unresponsive again because an ordinance for appropriation is totally different from allowing cash advances for a particular purpose, specifically for what the COA report states. for the release to these 14 employees of the PGCs. So meron po ba or walang ordinance particularly for that dahil public funds po to?
Your Honor,
Mr. Chair, I will,
Your Honor, kung i-connect po doon sa cash advances, I don't think I'm the proper authority to answer. But in as far as
Okay,
the
Mr. Chair, who is the proper authority then? If not the budget officer or if not the financial or the treasurer?
If not you and the treasurer,
So
sino?
who is releasing the funds, Mr. Chair? If they do not know.
Pakitanggal po.
Okay, and the part of the treasurer po, on the face of the voucher, when a treasurer certify for the availability of fund, apat lang po yun. That there is an appropriation for the purpose, it was obligated by the provincial accountant, there is a cash available. So, yung appropriation po, sila po yung nagde-determine. So, bale po yung pumupunta po sa amin ay voucher na po for the cash advance or payrolls, ganun po. So, sa application po, syempre po, lumakat po yun, siyempre po sa budget office.
So, Mr. Chair,
Ang tinatanong sources kasi.
hindi, tapos na po tayo sa sources. Ang tinatanong ko po ay kung may ordinance po ba, particularly for the purpose, dahil sinabi naman po niya, one of the points is that there is a purpose, that our ordinance for stated purpose. Marami naman pong mga ordinance and releases of funds for different purposes. For this particular purpose po, Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang pong tanungin, meron po bang particular ordinance for this particular purpose? Hindi po, wala pong kinalaman mga iba't ibang appropriations for other purposes po, Mr. Chair. Yes or no lang po yun.
Who will answer that question of Congresswoman Nograles? Wala? All the provincial officials are here.
Except for the
Vice Governor, is there an appropriation ordinance?
Mr. Chair, there was none.
Okay, just a follow-up, one point. Mr. Budget Officer, you know the budget of the province of Cagayan for the year 2022? Yes or no? Okay, is there a budget for pandemic assistance for the budget for the year 2022?
there is po, sir, it's charged against various
How much?
charge against
Various. We know ano yung mga values. Ano yung values? Kasi specific tayo eh. I was a former mayor. Pag may budget tayo, nakalagay for relief or for pandemic. So, yun ang tanong ko. Sa inyo bang budget, meron kayong appropriation for pandemic assistance or pandemic relief? Science? Meron
yes,
wala?
meron po. Nasa mga
How much? Does it total 300 million?
no, Your Honor.
O isa, di ba ito ano? Lahat ng inyong releases, panay pandemic assistance to. O, saan nyo kinuha?
Various sources po na program po ng Provincial Social Welfare.
Of the present budget for 2022.
Wala po.
Mr. Chair, realignment po yun, I think.
Ano ba yung program? Ano yung various programs nyo na kinunan nyo ng pandemic relief assistance?
Marami po yung
Ano ba?
nasa social welfare po, nasa PDRRM, nasa calamity fund po, at iba pa po.
So,
To tell you honestly, I am a lawyer. And I know the reason kung bakit down milyon ang ginawa yung pandemic relief assistance. Because you are indirectly violating the temporary restraining order. Hindi nyo pwedeng gamitin ang no town left behind, no barangay should be left behind. Tulong. Yung ba noong inisyu ang restraining order, meron pang pondo ang no town shall be left behind at no barangay should be left behind. Meron pa, wala na.
I think marami pa po kasi
Hindi nyo ginawlaw yun.
noong 2022.
Kinalaw nyo. Okay, ikaw ba? Based on the provincial budget of the province of Cagayan, meron bang appropriation for pandemic relief assistance totaling 300 million?
Sir, kung based po sa budget, sir, wala pong yung, yung item na ganun, sir, yung buo na one item for pandemic for 320. Your Honor, yung basing from our report, Your Honor, they got it from a lot of sources, Your Honor. But for...
Pwede ba yun?
Your Honor, that's why we got all the documents. We are getting all the documents, Your Honor. We got some budget documents.
Yung pandemic relief assistance na binibigay nyo na 1,000 sa bawat tao, what are the requirements? Basta butante, ibibigay nyo na? Says the presence of Congresswoman Quaresma.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, and good morning. Mr. Chairman, bakit ngayon lang nag-a-action tong COA na to? During the budget deliberation, I'm going to bring out this matter. Bakit ang COA ng Cagayan ngayon lang nag-a-action that there is an investigation going on in Congress?
Your Honor, as early as June 2022, Your Honor, we acted on this disbursement, Your Honor. Proof, we have issued AOM for our cash exam to the accountable officers, Your Honor. And I think we gave you a copy on this, Your Honor, that we flagged down the non-compliance on our circular with respect to their cash advances, Your Honor. So we have a report on this submitted to the good committees, Your Honor. And then from the time that we received information about that, Your Honor, we did not stop getting all the documents, and we issued even last year, Your Honor, AOM for the pandemic. And we did not stop prioritizing po yung trabaho namin over this, Your Honor. But we just want to be sure. That's why we're getting all the documents that we need. And now I think
Mr. Chair, I think the COA is not answering my question. He informed this body that there was an AOM, right? And then what comes next after AOM? It should be already a notice of disallowance, an ND.
May I answer, Your Honor? Your Honor.
Please proceed.
They responded to our AOM, Your Honor. And then we evaluated their response. And from that their response, we issued another rejoinder, Your Honor, to check, Your Honor, so that we can evaluate. And the last Monday, Your Honor, they submitted to us their reply, yung hinihintay po nga ni Honorable
Mr. Chair, so long. They started auditing the disbursement as early as June of 2022. Ano na ngayon? How long supposedly, Mr. Chair, will the COA bakit ang tagal, Mr. Chairman? It's almost a year. Hanggang ngayon, I think something is fishy, Mr. Chair.